black grouse.
My name is Scheerer. I'm 29 years old. I'm from Berlin. I'm an opera singer and I'm the Sandbox ambassador Berlin. So, and I have a lot of side projects, I must say. I have this big side project, which is my record label. I have a record label since 8 or nearly 10 years now. And we've developed a lot of good music and a lot of artists there. This is what I would say is one of my biggest side projects. So we decided to make it an open source label, which is kind of new, which nobody really tried before. You have this open source technology, you have the open source way of work for software and stuff like that, even for hardware, even for Wikipedia or stuff like this. So, but you would not have it for a commercial music label, right? But we're trying to do this, so we're trying to involve and integrate our audience. We try to empower them to help us, and basically we are doing the music and everything we do for them. So basically it's actually possible to just ask them what they want. Not songs and not the text, but generally everything you produce. And also it's a question of what you do with the money. And we're doing a lot transparency with the money. We're just saying, listen, the price is this, like 10 euros for the CD, and we are getting like this. And really exact prices, like really we are getting €3.50, and our costs are €2 for one CD, so we earn €1. And we just say this, because it's open source. We open every source to the audience. I think that's right. The people are actually too good informed in Germany. And I see another movement in Germany growing. It's the pirate movement. The pirate parties really getting stronger and stronger. And this is what we all really need. It's a transparency discussion. Because if everything is transparent to the people in the country, then they would see what you're doing. They would see, and this will take the whole power of the fascism itself. Right now I would vote for Angela Merkel actually, because if Angela Merkel will get this Transaktionssteuer, how do you say this, the transaction tax for the stock market, if she will get this into the law in Germany or in Europe, I must say I will vote for her, because this is the best thing she can do, this is the best thing we can do in the world, to chop down the stock market, really. This is, for me, I want to abolish money. This is my big goal in my life. I want to live without money, and not saying that there is no need of money because you have to buy food and stuff, but to live without money. I want to work for you without money. I want to do things without money. I want to not think of money. I want my child not to think in terms of money. Yeah, I do this job because I earn more money. No, you should do a job that you like. And this is not a money talk. Because you can like money, of course, but you like actually the things you can have for money. You don't like the money itself, because it just gives you power, and people tend to like power. I can understand that, but I think we have to overcome it anyway. Berlin is great for startups, I can tell you, because it's inexpensive to live there. It's inexpensive to live here, and you have inspiration everywhere. You have inspiration of art, you have inspiration of music, of young people, of studying people, of everything. And this is a crucial point for an entrepreneur. You can live there from, I'm not lying, €500, including a rent, including everything like internet or stuff like that, and including the food actually, for €500. So this is also a big, how you say, problem for the startups in Berlin, because they're not so driven, you know, they're not driven to have success in terms of money or so. because you can do this for 2 or 3 years, not being very successful, and then you have a company which is so and so, you know. But still, you don't have to have a lot of success because you can afford it. My advice is to build a open source religion. Find something that you believe in and take it seriously, like a religion, but be open source with it. Try to set the goals, try to make a story, try to be a messiah when you found the right things, and try to get other people in. That's what the religion does perfectly. Yeah, build an open source religion for yourself and try to find something you believe in that will help you. For me as an artist, it's really interesting, because once you go to these dinners, you meet people you have not met normally in an artist environment. These are people who are really passionate and driven and passion-driven people, so you can learn from them a lot of things. You can learn from them about the normal life, you might say, what they do, and this is very important for you because as an artist you try to reflect the life, you try to be a mirror of the real life outside. So you cannot be a mirror to something you don't see. So you have to go to a dinner and meet people you would normally not meet, to know about these people and to have a chance to say something, to tell a story from them to the audience with art, for example. So for me it's really a good thing that I'm there and mixing up with all these entrepreneurs and other people. It's a very diverse group. In general, artists are very egomanic, I would say. They're totally focused on themselves. And on the other hand, I would say an artist is someone you should definitely bring together with entrepreneurs. But then when artists come to these dinners, they might say something like, yeah, it's nice, but listen, just entrepreneurs are around, you know, I don't see any intellectual, interesting people here. And you say to them, yeah, guess what, you are the interesting people and you are not coming because you're just the tech people. So, yeah, and sometimes it's really hard to bring them in because you have to explain to them why it's so important to be there, to connect with all these people. And to an entrepreneur you don't have to explain this fact because he's sure that he needs this network to grow his company and stuff. When the audience first... So normal people, you mean normal people are listening to the music of queer hip-hop, and normally you see people who are just moving their heads, for example, just going by the beat and saying, yeah, oh wow, this is great music, it's dubstep, I know that, it's dubstep music. And then once you got them into this music, you try to get them in the music, and you got them, and then they start listening to the texts, to the actual lyrics. And when you have them listening to the lyrics, they will start saying something like, ooh, this is about sex, but it's not about having sex a male with a female, it's about female and female. And then they go like, ooh, this is interesting. So most of the time I was very excited to see people dancing or listening to music that is politically very forward or very left-wingish. And this is, it can be fun. It's not like all the time, you know, that you feel bad because it's always telling you, oh, the world is so bad and everybody's homophobic. No, it can be fun to listen to that.